Hey Mark,
Yeah, what's up?
you know the difference between a formula and an equation?
No, do you?
No idea.
All right, well, let's go check the internet.
Shouldn't you guys know this by now? Don't you, I don't know, teach it?
Okay, I got it. Well, let's just say you take an equation. An equation's got an equal sign, and one side of the equation is equal to the other side, such as an A plus a B is equal to a C plus a D. Now, how a formula differs, it looks like, is let's just say you're solving for area. You're solving for one variable. Area equals pi r squared. There you go, there's the difference.
But so what? You might be wondering why I asked Mark a question, he gave me the answer, and then I came at him with, so what?
We actually don't have a good answer for that.
In these strange and unprecedented times, sometimes things are a bit backwards. Sometimes you're getting the answers before you even ask the questions. What's going to happen now is Mark's going to get me to go up on the board, because Mark always gets me to go first, and explain a little bit about what transposing is. Transposing is moving a formula around to get the variables that you want. So it's basically manipulation. You're manipulating that formula to get what you need out of it. So what's going to happen is we're going to get up on the board and we're going to show you some examples of how this all plays out.
You want to go up to the board and throw a couple of formulas up there?
Yeah, let's just take it for a spin.
Okay.
NP over 120 equals hertz. If I have the frequency though, and I want to figure out what my rotation is, we're going to have to move this formula around. So we're going to transpose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over to here. I'm going to, first off, I don't like this fraction. In fact, I hate fractions. Everybody hates fractions. So what I got to do is get rid of the fractions. I'm going to do that by cross multiplying. NP times hertz, which is like saying hertz over 1. NP times 1 is equal to 120 times hertz. And I guess that's that idea that we're talking about, this equation, right? One side equals the other. So NP times 1 is equal to 120 times hertz. So what I want to do now, I've got to get rid of everything on this side to get this one alone. So what I'll do is I'm going to divide it out. P times 1, which is just P. And like we were saying, I think from what you got on the interwebs there, we have to make this equal, right? So whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. P, this crosses out, cancels out because it becomes 1. Move that down. And now we have a new formula. N is equal to 120 times hertz over P. And that's how we can move our formulas around and turn it into a different equation.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That's transposing an equation. Okay, let me go give it a try. A good formula that we would use is the area formula. And area is equal to pi r squared. So what we're trying to do is we're going to solve for r. And what we need to do is move pi to the other side. To do that, we would multiply pi times itself, or 1 over itself, the reciprocal, times 1 over pi, and whatever we do to one side, we do to the other, times 1 over pi. So these two cancel out. And what we're left with is r squared is equal to a over pi. We're still not quite there yet. We're now dealing with some exponents and square roots. We have to get rid of the exponent. And how we do that, we're going to square root it. We're going to go square root of r squared. We got to do the same thing on the other side. R is equal to the square root of a over pi. So is that kind of what you're talking about transposing? That's kind of the right idea, Chad?
No, that's exactly what I was saying. I gotta go, Mark. I got a Zoom call in like 2 minutes. Hey, Mark.
Hey man, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Just wanted to check in, see how you do, see did the transposing thing work for you?
It totally did. It made a lot more sense once we got up on the board and started fooling around with it. And I just want to apologize again for that comment about fractions.
Oh, no worries, dude. 1/2 of this, 3/4 of the other. You know how it is.
Totally.
Yeah. So you know what I should add before we head off of this call? If you want more information on transposing and equations and the order of doing stuff in equations and formulas, check out the rest of this chapter.
Now, what do you mean by the rest of this chapter?
Good point. This is from a book called Math for Trades, Volume 2. And if you're not actually reading this, and I'm guessing you're not, but if you're not reading this right online, check out the link below and we'll give you the link to this book and to the chapter, and you can check out more of this.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, no worries, dude.
I'm going to jet.
Okay.
Later.
We'll catch you later, bro.